Today in this video we are going to perform the practical on that how to measure or how to determine the active, reactive and apparent power in the RL series circuit. So this is the actual setup to find out this to perform this practical. Now we will see, first of all we will see what resources are required to perform this practical. See, this is the auto transformer, or also called as the variac, which is used to vary the supply voltage. After that we have connected one ammeter in series with this auto transformer, and after that ammeter we have connected the kit which is containing the R and L load. R load means this lamp load and L means this the choke coil. We have connected this R and L in series with this circuit. This is the circuit diagram for the today's practical setup. Here we have connected one auto transformer and given the single phase 230 volt 50 hertz AC supply to this auto transformer. This transformer is having the voltage rating of 0 to 270 volt. After that we have connected one voltmeter in parallel with this auto transformer to measure the supply voltage. And we also have connected one ammeter in series with this circuit, and as this is the RL series circuit, so we have connected the resistor and one inductor, means one bulb and one choke coil in series with this circuit. Now we will see what resources are required. So we have connected one auto transformer here, then one voltmeter, one ammeter, one lamp and one choke coil. Now we will see the calculation part. First of all, before calculating the active, reactive and apparent power, we must require to find out the values of voltage, current, then VR and VL. So these four values we have to measure, and after by using these four measured values we can calculate the active, reactive and apparent power. So we will first take the first reading. This is the auto transformer. We have connected one multimeter to measure the voltage across this auto transformer. So first of all we will for taking the first reading we will set this voltage as per our requirement, like suppose I have set this value as 140 volt. Okay, 140 or 141 volt. So we have to measure the current also. See here the current is, we have taken the 1 ampere reading. Okay, we have selected the 1 ampere range. So here the value of current is 0.25 ampere. Fine. After that we will measure the voltage across this lamp load. For that we will connect the multimeter. We will connect the multimeter across this lamp load, and the reading is 31.0 volt. That is the VR, voltage across the resistive load. Also we have to find out the voltage across this inductive load, means this choke coil. So we will again connect this multimeter across this choke coil, and the reading is 128.5 volt. See, we have here we have measured the values of VR and VL, which will be the total supply voltage, means the total supply voltage will be the vector addition of this VR and VL. Now we will take one more reading. So for second reading, again I will connect this multimeter across this auto transformer, and I will increase the voltage level using the auto transformer. Here I have selected the voltage as 175 volt. Okay, at that time the current is 0.33 ampere. Again I will measure the voltage across this resistive load, which shows the 48.4 volt, and the voltage across this inductor, which is 153.2 or 153.7 volt. Right. Now we will see the calculation part. Now we are moving towards the last part of this practical, that is the calculation part. Here we have measured the voltage current VR, that is the voltage across resistor, VL, that is the voltage across inductor. Now to find the active, reactive and apparent power, first of all we have to find the impedance, resistance, XL means the inductive reactance, inductance L, and the phi means the phase difference between voltage and current. So first of all, to calculate the impedance Z, we have to use the formula V divided by I, means the voltage divided by current, or we can also verify this as Z equals to under root R square plus XL square. So after putting the values of V and I, as we already have the values of the V and I, so by using these values of the V and I, V means 190 volt and I 1.0, we will get the value of impedance as 190 ohm. Then to find the resistance R, we will use the formula VR by I, as we have the values of the VR and I here, so R will be 48.6 ohm. After that, to find the XL, we use the formula VL by I. VL, we have measured it as the 176.1 divided by current 1.0. So value of the XL will be 176.1 ohm. Then to find the L, we will use the formula of L as 2 pi FL. So L will be XL by 2 pi F, and we will get the value of L as 0.56 millihenry. Then we will calculate the cos phi, means the power factor, by using the formula R by Z. Then the power factor, we will get it as the 0.25. From this power factor we can find the value of the phi as cos inverse of this 0.25. We will get the value of phi as 75.52. Then to find the active power, we will use the formula VI cos phi. So it will get as 189.90 watt. Watt is the unit of active power. After that, we will find the second power, that is the reactive power, means the power consumed by the reactive part, that is the inductor. So formula for that is the VI sin phi, and we will get the reactive power value as 3.28 VAR, volt ampere reactive. And by adding these two powers, means active and reactive power, we will get the apparent power, means total power in the circuit, which is the power consumed by resistor and inductor combinedly. So it will be V into I, and we will get the value of apparent power as 190 volt ampere. So what are the results? After performing this practical, we have found the values of active power as 189.9 watt, reactive power as 183.96 VAR, and apparent power as 190 VA. So I hope you might have understood how to perform or how to determine the active, reactive and apparent power in this RLC series circuit. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can convey your message in the comment box. Till then, stay tuned. Have a good time.